1 year ago, I made the second biggest decision of my life. I decided to shave my head for children's cancer research through St. Baldrick's Foundation. Here's a look back at the shave and some of my favorite pictures from when I was bald.
Your love is like radiant diamonds bursting inside us, we cannot contain. Your love will surely come find us like blazing wildfire, singing your name. God of mercy, sweet love of mine, I have surrendered to your design. May this offering stretch across the skies, these hallelujahs be multiplied.
It was honestly a life-changing experience, and I say that it was the second biggest decision of my life because the first biggest decision was coming to Christ and accepting Jesus as my Savior. If I hadn't have done that, there's no way I would have had the willpower or the strength to participate in the head shave. And a little bit of background, whenever I got baptized, I prayed and asked the Lord to give me an opportunity to share my faith, to give me an opportunity to share God's love, and to have people ask me how in the world I was able to shave my head, and um, just for people to spark the conversation. How in the world did you get the guts to do this? And honestly, it has nothing to do with my own strength. It has everything to do with Christ and who He is. And I wanted my life to be an example of that. And I prayed, and I was baptized in August 2013, and I shaved my head October 24th, 2013. So God really worked very quickly, and about 2 weeks after I was baptized, I signed up to do the head shave. And I knew, I knew from the moment that the head shave came into my life that that was my calling and that was what God wanted me to do. And here I am a year later. I can't believe it's a year later. My hair is really starting to come back. It's last time I checked, it was about 6 inches long. I'm pretty sure it's longer than that even now. Um, but yeah, I'm just so thankful for the opportunity through St. Baldrick's to give back and to raise money for a wonderful cause and to glorify God at the same time. It was such a big decision, and it made the biggest impact on my life. So many people ask me, "Are you sick? Why did you shave your head?" And I work at a hospital, so patients were always asking me what the deal was with my bald head because I'm a phlebotomist, and when someone comes in to draw your blood and they're bald, you're just like, should you really be drawing my blood if you have cancer? And then I got to explain my story and explain Christ coming into my life and explain how the actual foundation and the sponsorship and how raising money for children's cancer research was just such an inspiration. And before I even participated in the shave, I researched several children's cancer stories, and my life was just blown up with love and affection. And there was two people in particular that I really, really, really fell in love with before the shave, and that was Zach Sobiak and Talia Joy Castellano, and unfortunately both of them have lost their battle with cancer. But not before they made a huge impact on the world, and they had such a light within themselves that it just inspired me even more to want to shave my head. So I just wanted to take this moment and really say thank you to everyone who has supported me through this journey and throughout this past year, watching my hair grow and telling me how good it looks, and giving me tips on how to style my hair. And more than anything, I want people to understand that it's about so much more than hair. Whether it's hair growing back or hair being shaved off, it's about so much more than that. And the experience through St. Baldrick's really changed my life. It changed my heart. It gave me compassion. It gave me hope. When you lose your hair and you shave your head, you're really at kind of a ground zero. And it takes your self-confidence for a loop. Let me tell you, the first night that I had my head shaved, I went back to my friend's apartment. We were staying in the Chapel Hill area, and I wore a beanie all night long. And the next day, I got up, and God was like, "What are you doing? This is what you asked for." And I was like, "God, you're so right." And so from that day forward, every single day was God's affirmation in my life. It was God's power in my life, and I just felt God so strongly throughout this past year, and I've grown in my faith. And as my hair has grown, I've grown, and as cheesy and ridiculous as that sounds, it's completely true. I would do it again in a heartbeat, and it honestly makes you evaluate your heart. It makes you look at your heart, and people always say, "Oh, you're such a good person. I would never have the guts to do that," and that's just not true. Everyone has this power within them, because this power doesn't come from me; it comes from Christ. So I just want to encourage anybody to take advantage of the opportunities, even if something's completely crazy. My mom cried when she found out I was going to shave my head. I cried after I shaved my head, but I promise you, it will change your life. Things like that, where God is just, His presence is so strong, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that it's God's calling. Just have an open heart, have an impressionable heart, and be open to opportunities, and I promise you it will make you a far better person. A year ago, I was in a very toxic relationship. I was just coming to the Lord. I felt completely lost. And, the head shave was a way for me to kind of strip away my old self and to really blossom and become new. And now I am in an extremely happy relationship. My family life is better than ever. My mom and I are best friends. We always have been, but as I've grown, our relationship has grown, and I have learned to cherish other people in my life so much more throughout this past year, and just appreciate the little things. I appreciate bad hair days now. I appreciate, fixing my mom's hair. I appreciate people with cancer that much more. And I definitely appreciate Christ and His strength and His power. And more than anything, I just want to say that I am just so grateful for this experience, and I can't believe it's been a year, but by far, this has been the absolute best year of my life. And I hope that my life is a testimony and is something that can encourage and inspire others to do things in the name of the Lord, and to be bold, because Christ called us to be bold. But as I reflect and I remember the video that I posted a year ago before the shave, asking for support, it humbles my heart how much everyone supported me, and everyone was so kind and so gracious throughout the whole process. And I just want to say thank you so much. And I'll be praying for you, and I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful to Christ, number one. I'm so grateful to my family and to my friends, and I feel like I'm accepting like an Emmy or something. But I do feel that blessed. I do feel that honored that I was chosen to shave my head, I feel like it's such a gift to me. And yeah, I thank you to St. Baldrick's, and thank you to everyone that has been so kind and so loving. Words cannot express how much I appreciate it. So here's to 1 year. I really cannot believe it. It's been remarkable.